I once again welcome you all of you the lecture series of microprocessors and microcontrollers. Today we are going to discuss the again keyboard and display controller 8279. So this is a specially designed controller. It is only useful to connect the keyboard and display, nothing but 7 segment display. Display means here we are using the 7 segment displays. Okay, so keyboard in this use by using this 8279, we are going to connect the nearly 64 keys. Okay, 64 keys. Okay, then you see this. So this is the input and output devices. Nothing but this keyboard is a, you know that keyboard is a input device. Display is a output device. So by connecting these devices, you are using 8255 also. 8255 is also useful to connect this keyboard as well as display device. But by using this keyboard as well as display to this 8255, there are some problems arise in the process. What are the problems? So for the display, for suppose you are pressing 2 or 3 keys at a time. 3 keys at a time. What will happen? So keyboard is not recognized. But nowadays keyboard, you see this, you are pressing 2 or more keys at a time. If any one of the keys identified, you can check it in our laptop or desktop. So again the same time display. So display is from right entry as well as left entry. So it can displace the right to the left or left to the right. This we can call it as right entry as well as the left entry. There is no option 8 to 5. Okay, at the same time for each and every operation of this by displaying our keyboard, so the CPU is refreshing every time, so it will consumes the a lot of time of the CPU. So okay, then so that will reduces the performance of the CPU. So to avoid this one, so we are introducing the you know that that keyboard 8279 keyboard and display controller. We can call it as a keyboard and a display controller. Keyboard and display controller. 8279 keyboard and display controller. You know that keys. So these are the keys connections. These are the from rows as well as these are the column connections. The key is contained between the row and the column. When you press this key, so the that keys touches to the row and column, then only microprocessor is interface and the 3 rows. So this whatever we are discussed here, that are the spring balanced. These are the spring balanced keys. Spring balanced keys. Okay, this is the display, a 7 segment display. 7 segment display. The last class we are already discussed all these things. Okay, these are the 7 segment displays. So this is the way we are connecting the keyboard to the microprocessor. These are the keyboard. So 4x4 keyboard. This is the 4x4. It's nothing but the nearly of 16 keys. 4x4 means here 16 keys. Count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, then 16 keys. 4x4 keyboard means here 16 keys. Remember 4x4 keyboard means here, so 16 keys we are placing for this 8255 PP for 16 keys. So that based on the programming. So for this connecting for the row purpose, we are using as a port A. For column purpose, it is used as a port B. So we can operate by 8255. We are connecting 8255 for this keyboard. So it may be operated in mode 0 because so in this mode we are using it as a both port A as well as port. So this is the display control. This is the display. So for port A we are using it as a connected display. So we are 7 segments. So 7 segments mean 7 LEDs. It glows the each and every LED. Yes, these are the 7 segments. Count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 segments. These are the second. Each segment is one LED. Each segment is one LED. So you see this 7 connections are required to on the or off the LEDs. So what is this one? This is the blank display. DPR BD. DPR BD. You can also call it as a BD sometimes. Blank display. This is helpful to whether all the LEDs are working or not. It checks the that LEDs are working or not. This is so how many LEDs are we are going to get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this one, they are using 5. By this connection, they are connecting the 5 LEDs. In this case, 5 7 segment displays. So what is the now coming to the 8279? Before that, so what is the drawback of keyboard and display are using 8255? So one drawback is 2 or more keys not recognized at a time. Not recognized at a time. Then what is left entry? Left entry and right entry. Left entry and right entry. Then every time CPU needs refresh. These are the some drawbacks. So see this. So processor every time processor needs some refresh the display and check the status of the keyboard periodically. So this will waste the CPU time and reduces the operating system speed and the throughout that. So for that one, so for this interfacing keyboard and display, we are specially designed for 8279. Intel is designed the 8279 for only connecting the, remember, only connecting the keyboard as well as the display. Like 8255, you know that 8255. Almost all the devices we are going to connect. A stepper motor. What are the applications of this one? Stepper motor. This is the general purpose controller. Stepper motor. Some D2 A converters. Then A to D converters. Then even a keyboard and display. We are discussed all these examples. Keyboard and display. Some printers. Some scanners, etc. Some etc. Almost all the devices that may be of 8-bit and 16-bit devices, we are going to connect this 8255. Almost all the devices, almost all the input-output devices, we are able to connect this 8255. But this 8279, we are going to connect only keyboard as well as the display. So this keyboard display controller is simultaneously drives the display of the system and interface keyboard with the CPU. It can simultaneously drives the display and the keyboard system, but it can refreshes and all the things whatever the microprocessor perform, that is performed by the 8279. That is drastically reduces the performance of the microprocessor. So then microprocessor is going to perform the another operation. Okay, so what are some features of this 8279? Some important features. Some simultaneously it can operate the keyboard as well as display operations without interference of the CPU for refreshing and all. Okay, so it has this scanned keyboard mode. It has this scan sensor mode. It has the 8-character keyboard. 8-character keyboard. FIFO means first in first out. First in first out. First in first out. 8-character. 8 means here 8-character means here this is the 8-bit register. 8-character means you know that the represents 8-character means 8-bit register. It is a 8-bit register. D0 to the F0 to the F7. 8-bit register. So keys information. What is the key information? What is the bit size of the key information in 1001 format? You know that keys are our keys are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But these keys are converted into the 1001 format. How many bits are there? 8 bits format. It can convert into the 8-bit format. So it is a 16-character display is available to connect this 8279 controller. 16-character display is going to connect. Nothing but 16 display units are going to connect this one. Then there is a left entry as well as the right entry. Right entry as well as the left entry. For that one, we are considering this some display RAM. So then programmable scan time. So you know that what is the scan time? What is the meaning of scan time? The microprocessor is able to read any of the key. That we can call it as the scan time. Here, scan time means the microprocessor is able to identify the key closer. Microprocessor is able to identify the key closer. That we can call it as the scan time. In the last time, in the last class, you know that. So that key is like this. Key is like this. So the spring balanced key. This is the key. See this diagram. This is the key. This is spring. This is spring. This is spring. When you close this one, what will happen? It touches this points A and points B. So it is on. When you release this, whatever it may be, so in the releasing and closing process, spring will produce as this is suppose this is closed. What will happen? Spring is produces some vibrations. After some time, it is settled down. Then you can open the keys or release the key. Release the key. What will happen here? Again, it produces some vibrations. After some time, it will releases. This is the key closer. This is the time. This is the time you can allow but total time. This is the total time to allow the microprocessor to read this one. But what is the actual time to read the key closer? This is the actual time. So this is the time to take in the microprocessor to read the any of the key. So this we can call it as a scan time. So microprocessor is only reads the key when it is settled down. See this, when it is settled down, because of the transients of it. So it can read the key like here. So microprocessor is unable to gather the or take the false information from the input. So once it is settled down, so then only microprocessor is read. So this is the read key. Okay. Okay, coming to the some signal description of 8279, you see this. This is the 40 pins. This is the 40 pin. Very easy to remember. 40 pins. Very easy to remember. So I convert this one into this one. See this. See this. This one to this one. See this. See this. What is this one? So you have the this is the microprocessor side. Remember, this is the microprocessor side. This is the CPU side. See this. This is the CPU. 8086 microprocessor side. What are the lines we are providing? Some data bus read and write control logic. Read and write control logic purpose, you require the read signal, write signal, CS bar, chip selection signal, then A0, then reset and clocks. This is the microprocessor. So this side we are going to connect the keyboard and display. Keyboard and display. So both devices we are going to connect at a time in this one, the keyboard and display. At the moment we are connecting keyboard at a time as well as display at a time. But in 8255 PPA, you are unable to connect the keyboard as well as display at a time. So you can connect the keyboard, either keyboard or either display. Either keyboard or either display. Okay, either keyboard or display. Okay, remember. So but by using this 8279, we are going to connect both the keyboard at a time, display at a time. It can take the as a input keyboard data at the same time. It is also prints the display data, but it shows the output data also. Okay. Then this is the 8279. See this. This is a keyboard. You know that for each and every, remember, for each and every, for suppose that may be of 8255 or 8259 or 8279 or DMA controller. Next we are going to discuss it on DMA. So all these types of this, whatever the controller it is. So these are common. See this. These signals are fixed here. These signals are fixed. Microprocessor side, these signals are almost all fixed. So what is this? This side, see this. So this is RL027 row lines. You can get it as a rows. So you know that microprocessor is going to connect the nothing but keyboard is connected to both rows as well as the column. Both rows as well as the column. Row and column address. This is a key data. This is not spelling mistake. This is the key data. This is the key data. This is shift. So this is the so this is 8, nothing but 8 rows at the same time 8 columns is nothing but 64 keys. 64 key. 8 means 8-bit. This is the 8-bit register. RL027 is the 8-bit register. Nothing but 8 rows. If it is available 8 rows, then at the same time 8 columns is also available. Nothing but 8 8 are 8 8 8 are 64. So this is the key data is you can see this arrow, shift arrow. So this is control and stop signals. You know that for architecture diagram, I will explain all of this. This SL0 to the scan section. This is used for the you can scan the keyboard. So which key is pressed you can show this one. This is the output. Output means here display. We are going to connect the display. We are going to connect the display here. Okay, see this. So this is common for both. So it is this is the keyboard section. This is keyboard section. So this is display section. This is display. You know that the BD blank display. You know that blank display. So so you can divide into the keyboard section, display section. This is the scan section. So it is helpful for connecting both keyboard as well as the display. Okay. So now see this architecture. So this is architecture, very easy. So this architecture we are divided into the keyboard section, display section simply, as well as the okay, keyboard section, display section, as well as you can also see this scan section. This is the scan section. Now we are going to discuss each and everything. You know the data buffer. This is from CPU. So this is also from CPU. Please wait. Okay, see this. This CPU said this is also some. You know that input output controller or read and write logic. Read and write logic. You know that this interrupt request IRQ means interrupt request. Interrupt request IRQ. Interrupt request IRQ. Interrupt request. Remember, this is the first in first out FIFO sensor RAM. First in first out FIFO sensor RAM. I will tell you what is this one. So these are the scan lines. We are going to connect the keyboard. This is the keyboard. When you press the how many RAMs are available here? Total we have the series. These are the 8-bit sensor RAM. You can also call it as 8-bit register F0 to the F7 register for suppose. When you press the any of the key, so when you press the any of the key, so that key information is stored in the first register. So how many registers are available? FIFO sensor RAMs, 8 FIFO sensor RAMs are available. 8 FIFO sensor RAMs are available. Each of the what is size? So at a time it will take the 8 keys information. 8 keys information. Which key information is entered the first? That is going to the CPU first. That is called as a first in first. So whether this sensor have the information, how to know that microprocessor this sensor is send the some signal to the CPU. I have the some key information. Some key information. So it send the request to that microprocessor. If that request is accepted, microprocessor is taken the this keys information. So for every key information, it can send the one interrupt request for every key information. So for at a time, it will store the 8 keys information. So for, whether you press the first key, so it will take that information to the first register, then after second, then after third, then after, and so on. So first in, first out sensor. So these are the 8x8 FIFO sensor RAM series. 8x8 FIFO sensor RAM. So this is the 8x8. Nothing but See this, these are the 8 by 8 sensor. This is some status, nothing but IRQ request lines. 8 by 8 sensor series. What is this? You know that what is key debounce problem? You know that key debounce problem. You know that microprocessor nothing but the key. Whenever you press the key, so whenever you press the for suppose you press the key, after some time it settled down. Then after release the key like this. So this is the close. This is the open. This is the read time. So this is the key bounce case. Key bounce case because of the springing action produces the key bounce. So it will wait until some time to take this information to the this sensor. So at the same time, you know that we have the display. Have the 16 display RAMs of 16 display RAMs of 8 bits. These are 16 by 8 display RAM is 16 display RAMs of 8 bits. We are going to connect the 16 display RAMs, each of 8 bit is nothing but 7 segment display. 16 7 segment displays. 7 segment displays we are going to connect. Here 8 by 8 is nothing but the 8 by 8 is nothing but the 64 keys keyboard. 64 keys keyboard we are going to connect in this one. Here, how many 7 segment displays? 16 7 segment displays we are going to connect this 8 to 7. Yes. So how this micro then CPU is send the information to this display RAM. So this display RAM will nothing but will according to the connecting the 7 segment display, according to that it will shows that information again. So it will has the right entry at the same time left entry. It has the right entry at the same time left entry. At the same time, keyboard has some problems. Nothing but you are pressing 2 keys or more at a time. All these problems will be solved by this 8 to 7. So by solving this 2 keys or more keys pressing at a time, so microprocessor uses two techniques. You can call it as a 2 key lockout. First one, 2 key lockout. 2 key lockout. Then second one, N key rollover. Capital N key rollover. These two techniques are used to microprocessor to identify the 2 or more keys at a time. You are pressing 2 or more keys at a time. By using these two techniques, microprocessor is this controller is identifying which key we are pressed the we press the more keys at a time, 2 or more keys. It will identify the first key, then after the second key. First key, then after second key. Nothing but based on the address location, based on the nothing but the rows and columns, based on the rows and columns, based on the rows and columns. R0 whenever you press the key R0 key and as well as R7 key, for suppose R7 row key. So first at the time, same time you press the R0 section key. At the same time R7 row section key, for suppose this key. So at a time you can press the 2 keys at a time. It will first of all microprocessor nothing but this 8 to 7 and it check based on the rows first, then after the column. So which row key is pressed first? Which row key is pressed already? R0 row key is pressed. At the same time, R7 key is also pressed. So which row key is taken by the 8 to 7 and first of all R0 key, then after the R7 key. You can assume that one like that. Okay, based on the rows and the column that is connected. So like we will see this. Once again, we will see this. For suppose you press the key, this key at the same time. For suppose this key, which key is you check this 2 keys at a time. You press this 2 keys. See this my pen. This 2 keys at a time. Which key it will be taken? So 1 key is taken first, then after the 16 key, based on the rows as well as columns connections. but the 8255 PB is unable to read that. But this is read that information. So so you know that control and data bus buffer. You know that what is the control and data bus buffer. So nothing but data bus buffer means D0 to the D7. So an 8-bit and 8 bits data lines. Then what are the remaining A0, RD bar, WR bar? Then at the same time CS bar are used to control input and output control. Input and output control. Nothing but input and output control means here CWR simply CWR. So it will operate. It may be of keyboard mode or display mode. Whether maybe it will be operate in display mode. It may be of right entry or sorry, left entry or right entry. Left entry or right entry. So it may be of 2-key lockout or n-key rollover. So this will be decided by this IO controller, input and output controller. So you can also call it as a CWR here in this case, control over registers. Control over register. Okay. Okay. You know that you have the you have the scan counter. You are already seen that one. That lines are SL0 to the SL. Four bits are there, 4 scan lines. So these 4 scan lines are you know that this is decoded into the 4x4 lines, decoded into the 4x4. Nothing but 16 scan lines are available. 16 scan lines are available. These scan lines are connected for both display at the same time. The scan lines are connected for the I mean keyboard also. So what is this one? The scan counter has 2 modes: scan key matrix and replace the display. Scan key, you know that the main drawback of 8255 is it cannot refresh the display at the same time scan. So to avoid that one, we are coming to the 8278. So that's why is one of the feature of scan counter is it can scan the key matrix. Is nothing but key rows and columns matrix in the sense here. At the same time, refresh the display. Replace the. This is the main motive of our 8279. Okay. So at the same time, you have the lines called shift and control keys. Shift and control keys. What is that shift and control keys? Okay. So this shift and control keys are used to I mean transfer the data from keyboard to the FIFO RAM. FIFO RAM. It's nothing but 8279 FIFO RAM. So what is that FIFO sensor RAM? So it can store the keyboard data. It can store the keyboard data of 8 characters. So first in, first out. So nothing but is a how many? This is the first one and so on 7 and so on 8th one 8. So 8th one. So nothing but each of how many bits? At the same time 8 bits. So 8 by 8, nothing but 64 keys we are going to connect. So nothing but 8 sensor RAMs of 8 bits. Okay. So first in, first out. First in, first out. FIFO sensor RAM can organize first in, first out. So when you press the key, for suppose third key, so that is stored at the this first two. Then after you press the for suppose fifth key, that is stored at the second. Each and every time it send the to the some interrupt request to the microprocessor. I have the key information. That is the meaning of that one, key information. So based on that one, microprocessor reads that key data. So once it is data is read, that is empty. Once that data read is read, so the FIFO is empty. FIFO sensor rim is empty. It is empty, then only it can nothing but store the another information. Remember, empty means here in this case also it is not at all erase the key information. Empty means you just overwriting. In this case also you just overwrite. Remember, in this case also you just overwrite. Okay, so this display address register display RAM. What is the advantage of this one? This display address register hold the address of the code currently being written or read by the CPU from the display RAM. Which are nothing but it can see the some read operation. So read operation means here keyboard mode. Write operation means here display mode. Read operation means keyboard. Write operation means here display. Read means here. So my information is stored at 8279 that want by the microprocessor. It can perform the read operation. So information is available at the CPU. If you go to send that 8279, then at that point we will perform the write operation. For the sending information, write operation. Okay, sending information, write operation. For copy information, you store the read operation. Remember. Okay, I argue an interrupt output line is used by the FIFO sensor RAM to know the microprocessor. There are some data in them. These are the scan lines we are already discussed. The scan lines. These are the scan lines 4x4. 16 scan lines are available. So it is connected to the both keyboard as well as the display. It's connected to the both keyboard as well as the display. You know that this is 16 lines, but 8 lines are connected to the keyboard. 8 lines are connected to the display. You know that display is 8-bit display. So nothing but 7 segment. Remember, 8-bit display means a 7 segment. Remember, 7 segments. What is the 8th pin? 8th pin is the blank display. To know that that all the LEDs are working on that. So these are the RL0 to 7 lines, row lines or return lines. Someone they can call it as a row lines. These are input lines to that 8279. By using these input lines, we are going to connect the keyboard connected to the one terminals of the keys. So then shift. If the status of the shift input line is stored along with each key, FIFO. Nothing but this will pull the low with the key closer. It is pulled up in the internally to keep high. So nothing but shift key is nothing but this transfer the information from a keyboard to the 8279. For that one, we are using this shift key. So how to transfer? We have the shift key is only 1 bit. How to transfer that information from bitwise? Bitwise, not the bytewise. Bytewise means there 8-bit at a time. But it can shift key. Shift key is transfer the shift line. It can transfer the information from bit to bit to this FIFO sensor. Then we have some strobe lines. For nothing but what are the strobe lines? Advantages of strobe lines. These strobe lines are helpful for to operate the some different operating mode, scan mode and display mode. Nothing but there's some keyboard mode. So again, the strobe lines are especially used in the for blank display purposes. These are the output lines. These are output ports of. These are CDs. Output ports means here these lines are used to connect the display. So this may be of 4-bit ports or 8-bit ports. Whatever. So we are using here 8-bit ports. Okay. So this. So then we have this some operating modes available. Different operating modes are available. So what are the different operating modes of the 8279? First one is input keyboard modes as well as output mode. Input nothing but the keyboard mode. Output means the display mode. So keyboard mode you have at the same time we are divided into the so scan keyboard mode, scan sensor matrix mode, strobe input mode. Okay, again this scan keyboard mode we have different types. Nothing but how to scan keyboard means scanning means Identification of the key, nothing but identification of the key. So nothing but identification of the key. Mainly we are using the two key lockout. Two key lockout. Then what is the second one? N key rollover. We're going to discuss in this one. So this is the display section. So display section, it has the two modes: display scan as well as display entry. Display entry means left to the right, right to the left. So this position to the this to the this position. So now so in the next class we are going to discuss the operating modes of the 8 to 7. Okay, thank you for joining today's class.